Washington mornings on the Mall. And AM 630. WMAL.
7:37 and a happy Friday morning to you. It's Brian Neiman, Brian Wilson on 105.9 FM and AM 630 WMAL, where Washington comes to talk. We had John Bolton on just a moment ago, the former UN ambassador, talking about events in China and Russian diplomats, and now we have Gilbert Gottfried in the studio.
Will you be weighing in on those issues?
Oh, yes. Yes, now we have Gilbert Gottfried to bring down the intellectual level.
We like that.
That black hole of stupidity, Gilbert Gottfried.
I'm sure you've done a lot of TV and a lot of radio before, but have you ever been followed by, somebody in politics that is of that nature? I mean, do you roll in that kind of lifestyle, Gilbert?
Yes, I roll in that. Yeah, I roll in that lifestyle.
How are you enjoying Washington, D.C.?
I don't know. I just got here last night.
Right?
It's like any place. I come into town, I go to the hotel, I steal some soaps, and then do the club, and don't even remember what cities I've been to.
Do you follow politics at all, Gilbert?
No. I'm like anybody else. I'm not like anybody else. Some people have an education. I'm like most of those people who claim they do political humor when all they really do is where it's a sex scandal, or somebody falls down a flight of stairs. It's like dopey, either stupid or sexual, and it gets called political comedy.
But you don't really follow politics very closely.
No.
Do you have political thoughts? Are you active politically in your personal life?
Yeah. I think if it's good for the Jews, I'm fine with it.
You're going to get in trouble for that now. See, somebody's been... So, did you see the White House Correspondents' Dinner was the other night, and Jimmy Kimmel was a host. Would you ever agree to host that? Would you?
I would most definitely agree to host it. I know I'd be in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, I get in trouble with less important stuff.
Now, you've traveled the world, I'm sure, right?
Not really. I mean, as far as places I've done comedy, it's like outside of here. I don't even think Canada counts. It's like right across the street. So, not that. And before I get like an outrage in Canada, I meant Canada doesn't count because I don't think of it as foreign.
Right. It's the 51st
because,
state.
see, nowadays you have to explain every single thing you say.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You brought that up.
Yeah.
Because Ashton Kutcher has just been accused of being a racist. I don't know if you see that. He was doing a commercial for a new potato chip company, and he dressed up as an Indian guy. His name was Raj from Bollywood, and it was funny. He did the old accent, had the mustache, and now the people want him to apologize. The chip maker has had to apologize and pull the thing off of YouTube.
So have we lost our sense of humor in America?
I'd say so. I don't know if it's people so much who've lost. You get mixed up people with media.
Okay.
So you get like what happened with me was, you had a company that took this as a perfect opportunity to go. Yes. He just sneezed.
That's right.
He didn't say the name of the company. He's got hay fever.
That's right. It's bad this time.
Well, for those who may not know, you were once the voice of the Aflac Duck.
Yes.
And then something happened.
Something happened.
Yeah.
An earthquake happened.
Yes, a tsunami. So I started like I do with everything, any situation, I make it jokes about it.
Right.
Like I did jokes about September 11th and all that. And then next thing I know, I look on the internet, and I found out I was fired through the internet.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. No one made a call to me. It was like all sent out to the press. And so you got a corporation who goes, hey, this is a great way to get press, and fire him and get someone cheaper who does his voice.
Right.
Yeah, and that's a way of bringing closure to the victims of the tsunami by getting someone cheaper. And then you got the media who wants to make everything much more important than it is. But I don't think the person in the street is really walking.
Well, the person in the street wants to be entertained. They want to laugh, and if they laugh, then they laugh.
Yeah, they want to laugh, and the person in the street's got they got rent to pay,
right.
They've got groceries to buy.
So, what things do you find funny right now? What sort of, as you look around and
anything where millions of people die.
You're going to get in trouble for that now, Gilbert.
Oh, yeah. You have to apologize for everything.
Well, then, is it fun to be a comedian if that's the way it is?
It's gotten weird. It's gotten very weird that, I feel like people have forgotten that basic thing of, if you watch a comedian at a club, you go, okay, that's funny, you laugh. If the next one's not funny, you wait till the one after that. Now, if the next one's not funny or they don't quite get it, it's like, kill them. Let's get a lynch mob together.
But, anybody who works in a public arena, and I'll include us here, there's a line, right?
Yeah.
There's a line out there. And it's sort of hard sometimes to know where the line is.
Oh, absolutely.
And you want to walk up to the line sometimes in being interesting or provocative or, in your case, funny, but you don't want to cross the line. Well, how do you know where the line is? Because it moves all the time.
Oh, the line moves all the time, and people invent new lines. And actually, it's funny that you bring that up because George Carlin one time said, it's the duty of the comedian to find out where the line is drawn and step over it.
And he did.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah.
And then he died.
Yeah. And now I think if George Carlin was around, they would be like, forget it. He'd be forced to apologize for everything.
All right, you're going to be at the Improv tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. That's how confused I am.
Yeah, that's the way they set up the days.
It goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right, Gilbert?
Yeah.
That's how it works. Now, do you have to have all kind of energy in order to do that many shows in a row, or does it just come natural to you?
No, it doesn't come naturally, and I don't need. You go out there. It's like to me, it's like any other job.
Right.
After a while, it's like when people say to me, what about when you're in a bad mood and you just don't feel like it? And I feel like, well, what about when you work in an office or on a construction site and you don't feel
All
like
right,
it?
I have to ask you, is that your real voice, or do you sound like Barry White normally, or is that just the way you talk?
I sound like Bing Crosby, usually. And I smoke a pipe and stand by the fireplace and occasionally beat my kids. Yes.
Once again, just a joke. Yeah. Just a joke.
Didn't he actually beat his kids, Bing Crosby?
So no, it's possible.
His son wrote a biography saying that Bing Crosby would beat him.
And on that note, Gilbert Gottfried, live at the Improv
and I'll be... Wait, yes, go finish what you're saying.
At the Improv tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Yes, and my website is GILBERTGottfried.com, and my Twitter account, in case I feel like losing any more work, is at Real Gilbert.
All right, thanks for coming in. Everybody was very worried that you were going to maybe cuss or something like that. I told them not to worry, so we made it through the whole thing. Fine.
That's me?
Yeah.
Me off color?